Well, welcome. Welcome to Mystic Moons. Let's take a subject. Let's talk about, or let's ask really an age old question. Who's stronger, Eve or Adam? Right? Now, women have always been portrayed as being intuitive, submissive, etc. The stereotypes. And men are decision makers and stuff like that. You think of someone was, if male or female were to go out and, slay a dinosaur, it would have been the male. Wait a minute. Let's ask now today, in our today life, we don't really have to go out and slay dinosaurs in the physical sense. Of course, mentally, there's plenty of dinosaurs out there. But we need to have different type of strength. And this different type of strength, can we say that it almost seems that women are coping more than men? Does it seem like that way to you? I mean, okay, so women have the kids, the children, they bear the children. But men have just seemed to, under the impression, to throw their hands up and go, and walk away. It's easier for a man to walk away, and I'm being general, I understand that. But to walk away from things, and a woman, you can only walk so far because something could be tugging you. And then you realize that with education, job training, and welfare programs, let's put it bluntly, social programs, that women, their strength is being tested in so many ways. First, women have been tested with you're irrelevant. You got to follow the man. Irrelevancy. And women can also put on makeup, which is why you see a lot more trans women than you see trans men. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, because a woman can go out there and paint herself up and be whatever type of character she wishes to be. And generally she can get more play in Western society than the male can. So, I mean, just this fact you can wear different costumes. I mean, you can wear skirts, dresses, pants, leggings, underwear, whatever. Whereas a man is kind of he gets a little bit commotion or something. Anyway, well, that's just superficial. The point we're trying to say is emotionally and physically and mentally, are women stronger than men? Let's ask these cards. Let's ask now women. And are women getting stronger? That's the point. Are men getting weaker? Now, are women stronger? Today's woman could be, from any type of century of sometimes you could, do you take an earthquake, right? An earthquake fault is always rumbling under the surface. Just because it doesn't come out does not mean it does not exist. I'm comparing women's capabilities or functionality or something, their potential, their id, their selves. Yes, you can. Something is beneath the surface. Why are they trying so hard? Of course, they're trying hard in today's power seekers, power makers, of suppressing male and females' strengths. But that's another subject. We're just asking right now, are women understanding the facts of life more than men are? Are men freaking? Are men freaking? It's one thing about you have a snowfall. I'm up in the Northeast, I'm thinking of snow. Snow is going to be in a couple of months. Now, I have a place to go. If somebody shovels my snow path, the path that I'm walking, shovels the snow out of the way, I can get faster to where I'm going. And almost as though women have used men like that. Could be. It could be that. Since we're having fewer and fewer children, and then of course we can always make children. We have people that want to rent out their wombs to have the child. Roles changed. Women are just different. Don't you think women are different? You out there, are you a woman and you feel different than your mama or your grandmama or someone you read about? Margaret Sanger, you know, that was a couple hundred years ago, or at least 150 years ago. I'm not up on the time when she was around, but I do know she was, besides being a eugenicist, she was also Planned Parenthood founder, and she lived in a certain time, which they keep on bringing that whole archetype into play. But however, we don't need to have Supergirl because there's different types of power, strength. We know that. Now, we're asking, are women stronger? Women, are women stronger? I'm searching for something that's going to tell me. You know, you can see the back of these cards. You see them? You see them? It's not too close, is it? And sometimes this little figure gives a twinkle, like me, twinkle. I'm the one who has an opinion or a direction or something. Something. All right, I'm just going to take this. Are women stronger than men today? Are women in general? Have women always been stronger than men? Now, I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just asking, are women stronger than men? The first card we get, 10 of Pentacles. Well, that's certainly rah, certainly in agreement. 10 of Pentacles. This is the 10 of Pentacles, isn't it? I think I nailed it. The spirits nailed it. What do you think? The 10 of Pentacles. Women are stronger than men. This seems like thumbs up. Women are stronger than men. It's a silly question in one way, but we each seek what we need to be sought in others. It needs to be found in others. And we have unity. Unity. Well, it's just what we said. Like you seek the strength, your strength, somebody else seeks your strength because they have not as much strength as you have. That's a perfect feel of unity. And then as women become stronger and stronger, and men, are they becoming stronger and stronger? Or are they just taking a backseat? But you see, unity is the most important thing, the spirits say. Unity. Finding your plus in somebody else's minus, and vice versa. That makes a joining. And here we have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords. Six of Swords. Now, the Six of Swords means, you have women are getting more and more, again, outlets, direction, education, opportunities. Or they have to learn to stand on their feet from reading history books. They've learned a thing or two. Six of Swords. The light bulb goes off. We're not as weak. Women are not as weak as they're perceived to be. And then here, what do we have? The moon. The moon. Fulfillment. Wishes. Destiny. Birth. The birth of a new woman. The birth of today's woman. This also seems that it seems that women today are very strong, and have gotten stronger than men. I was married once, I'll commit. I was married briefly. and I lived in, a couple of different countries. And yes, I can understand exactly what you're saying. Because once you find out, a woman finds out, like women have been raised with you need a man to complete you. You need something else to complete you. All right. So granted, you didn't, you need an education. You need to read. You need something to do. You need to have a career. You need to have something that you're focused. Everybody does, men and women. But then when the woman finds out that, it's not quite as difficult to navigate, not quite as difficult. It's not. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. And yes, you can hire help to get the dinner done and the house clean. Yes, you can. Yes. Yes. One thing about too, it's just like there has to be a tension, a certain tension. I mean, like like a rope you're pulling, and like you feel the pull, and it's got to have a certain kind of like equal pressure, because when one takes and when then one watches, it becomes obsolete. The need to be together becomes obsolete. It becomes boring. Women want excitement. They just don't want to be barked at or just, this is every day for the rest of your life. Every day for, like, let's say a housewife. And there's nothing wrong with being a housewife, nothing at all, or a house husband. But let's just say the tension between the both of you, it's just like every day, this is your life for the next 50 until the day you die. And then that becomes like, you feel like you're missing out on excitement. And then what excitement is there but just something that you get more validation? You find your strength. Sometimes women just take society and women, it's very different. Very, very different. Very, very different growth periods, growth starts. Yes. Well, everybody needs completion, and you're not, we're not separate planets. We're socialized beings. We need to be completed in various ways, and sometimes we don't need to be completed. I guess this is the moon energy. Sometimes that length of time or under those circumstances varies. And we just have to. What is your mission in life? I mean, women are being asked today, what is your mission in life? Have children, keep a clean house, um, support your man. That could be done. That could be done. That's worthy. But sometimes you feel a push for something else, something, something else. It's good to feel protected and you have some sort of security. But then again, in today's society, with everything being thrown at you, either you have to be oblivious or block out a lot of things. Because a lot of things are tearing people apart. And a lot of people, unless they're centered in their inner core, the moon energy of what they really want out of life, this is what the moon is. The moon. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. It's just some question. Now let's see what kind of. Let's just take like the moon. Let's just take a couple of quick something or others. Let's just see what kind of a little bit more info on this moon. These cards are hard to read from the back. Almost next to impossible. Because they're like old, weathered. Let's see now. I'm going to take you back. What do I feel anything? I'm going to take this one at random. And let's see. One more. All right. Just to get some kind of feel on this moon energy. Okay, we have these two. All right. Now, Three of Pentacles. Oh, the Three of Pentacles. So I would say you were looking. This is your mission in life. This is like a mission card. This moon. Like, what are you here for in this earth? What are you yourself here? And the Ten of Swords. Ooh, choices. I guess this moon you have to find your happiness. The Ten of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. It's like, what makes you happy? I would say women today are feeling a strength, and they're feeling, well, they have more opportunities. Women have more opportunities now than they've had in this particular civilization. And with more opportunities, you get more exposure, and also people can come into you more. I mean, they can, like, you have to be careful. You have more danger and more opportunities, more spaces for independence, for outreach. And when you're more independent, you come across more things, which opens you up to some dangers, which you have to be aware of. So you have to think carefully about what makes you happy. And also your strength. Put your strength in a way. It's a lot of decision making. It's a lot of quiet time for women to find out what are they going to do with their strength, what are they going to do with themselves, and how to protect themselves. Because some people, meaning a lot of people, will not accept you as being stronger, will not accept your strength. They don't. They don't. And that possessiveness of the male. The possessiveness of someone that likes to think of, they're there. I'll take care of things for you. I'll tell you what to do. And then when you realize on this moon that you do know what you want, you do know how to get it, that is when you get these two factors, the Ten of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. Be careful about what you choose. What you choose. All right. Think about it. It does seem that if women have gotten a lot stronger, men should have gotten a lot stronger as well. But however, why do we have wars? Why do we have all this chaos? Why do we still have all this ignorance? Why? Why do we have class divisions? Why do we have all this separation? Power struggles. Why? Where's the unity? Where is the evolution? Where is our evolution? Perhaps that's when women are really asking, where is our evolution? And it's not being the playgirl. That's not it. We know that. Or the playboy. We know that. Something else. Expanding our senses, our awareness. That's strength in itself, isn't it? Think about it. Think about it. Okay. Until the next time, I'm going to bid you adieu. And think about it. Are women stronger than men? And then you think about it. Are today's women stronger than the men, today's men? And then think about how women have always been stronger than men. Or is this an illusion? Is strength, in terms of society, an illusion? What is it? Is there something beyond that we are really being accounted for? Our true wisdom, our true sense of self comes from? On a metaphysical level, we cannot subtract that from ourselves. We can't go, ugh, ugh. Can no one afford to be ugh, ugh? We're not the planet of the apes. All right, until the next time, people. If you have any comments, if you like me, more discussions about these whimsical things, subscribe. We talk about astrology. political happenings. There's lots of things happening. Lots of things. So many things. Well, until the next time, everyone. Bye bye.